When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
Start training for a new career in as little as 18 days. National EMS Institute's innovative boot camp program will train you for a new career. Learn to respond to emergency situations and become a certified EMT in just 18 days. National EMS Institute guarantees 100% job placement. Visit www.nationaleMSinstitute.com today to learn more about our 18-day boot camp. Or call us at 1-800-497-6732. NationalEMSinstitute.com.
Stuck in a boring, low-paid job? By 2017, there will be a shortage of 2 million cybersecurity jobs worldwide. If you have a technical background but don't have a computer certification, you're being drastically underpaid. In months, you could be qualified for a new job in information technology, making real money with real job security. A new career is just a few clicks away at thecodeoflearning.com.
The Rod Eccles Show.
And we are back. Welcome back. I'm still your lovable host. Leading Senate Republicans pressed the administration earlier today to explain how it plans to recoup some $2.4 billion in loans to Obamacare's flailing co-op program, and whether consumers will be able to get new coverage without significant hiccups. Now, this comes as officials in Arizona announced on Friday that its co-op will close in 2016, meaning nearly half of the 23 programs set up under the Affordable Care Act have failed. Did we not predict this? Did we not predict this? Well, hey, I don't. You know, we can continue talking about this. I have no problem with that. I would rather see some action from the GOP. I mean, they're piling on about this now. Hey, yeah, we're going to get back that $2.5 billion in Obamacare co-op money that all these states took, and they're all going out of business now. They're calling them startups, by the way. This is what you call a private business that's opens its doors and starts to do business. Those businesses are called startups. They're trying. These are startup failures. We got all these failures in the startups and many of the other half that are still running. They're in financial dire straits. Look, none of this was designed to work in the first place. What part does the GOP not get? It wasn't designed to succeed in the first place. I mean, look, all you got to do is go back a few years before Obama was even elected, and you can hear Bernie Fwank talk about how universal single payer universal health care is the ultimate goal here, but the only way that we're going to get it in this country is if we go the mandated route and the Hillary care route and the Obamacare route, and that's the way we're going. He would love to have been able to have pushed forth universal single payer health care when he was still in office, but American people just won't go for that. Our goal is to get universal health care. No. Yeah, American people wouldn't go for it. But hey, if you kind of just, if you don't, it's kind of like the proverbial frog in a pot. If you just slowly turn up the heat, people will get used to it. And look, I talked about this last week. We as Americans, we seem to be warming up to all kinds of socialistic and communistic ideas in this country. It's as if we've given up the fight in a lot of this stuff. TSA. Oh, everybody was incensed by the TSA when they first started. And now, it's like you mention the TSA to people and go, oh well. What are you, crazy? Let's get rid of Obamacare. Get rid of Obamacare. Well, now too many people have it, and they're going to be upset if they lose it. And the American people, generally speaking, are like, oh, okay. Hey, you're going to be whacked with a huge tax bill. Starting in 2016, 2017, up into 2020. And American people are like, oh, okay. Well, have the two major parties in this country, have they really ripped the spine out of the American people? I mean, that must be the case because, Americans constantly complain about Congress. Congress this and Congress that, and this person in Congress, and it seems like the only way we get rid of some of them in Congress is when they decide to quit. Which is why it's such huge news when a long-standing incumbent loses a race. Because that doesn't happen. Because the American people don't seem to fire anybody. Well, what are they going to do? How are they going to feed their family? Man, they're not having a job. I love how they portray these things. This is from the Washington Times, and I quote, "These nonprofit consumer-run health plans were intended to improve coverage, increase competition, and provide more affordable options." There is no increased coverage. Consumers aren't running jack. Where do they come up with this stuff? That's a quote from Senate Finance Committee Chairman Orrin Hatch. "These nonprofit consumer-run health plans were intended to improve coverage, increase competition, and provide more affordable options." No, BS, Orrin. They were not intended to be consumer-run health plans. They were not intended to improve coverage. They were not intended or designed to increase competition. Because they haven't done any. Look, we've already explained. I've already laid out how you increase competition in health insurance. You do just like you did with every other kind. Why is it that only health insurance is being treated the way it is? Every other kind of insurance you can buy anywhere in the 50 United States, and even some of you can buy from overseas, and that's perfectly legal. But if you want to get a health insurance plan, you better live in a good state that has lots of companies competing. Because you can't buy from outside of your state boundaries. Well, what kind of nonsense is that? I mean, all the arguments that we heard about, needing state control of insurance companies and within the state, that was all blown out of the water when we got competition for auto and home insurance. Because, hey, there was already a model for real insurance competition. It was called life insurance. And then we opened up the doors for true competition in the areas of homeowners insurance and renters insurance and car insurance. And we saw rates plummet. We saw services increase. Now, no, it's not a perfect system. Sure, people still have problems collecting or what have you on policies that they have. But as a general rule, people are more satisfied with those types of coverages today than they were 20 years ago. And yet we can't do something as personal as health insurance, health coverage, the way we want to, freely. Now we're mandated to have a certain kind of coverage, whether we want it or not. Whether we need it or not. Oh, because, hey, if you're young and healthy, you got to pay for that older person. Well, we're already doing that in Medicare and Medicaid. We're already paying for them. Now we got to pay for everybody? In order to pay for everybody, well, that means rates have to go up so it can cover everybody. And look, folks, we're heading towards universal single-payer system that you're going to be mandated to go through because there isn't going to be any competition or any other way to go unless you have the cash and can fly your little sick butt outside of this country to someplace else. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to take. I do not know what it's going to take. There's another... I'm not going to go into this story, but there's another email gate brewing, and it has to do, evidently Virginia Democrats conspired against gun store Nova Firearms, according to emails. These emails are showing that that's what they did. They conspired against Nova Firearms. Yeah, it's only Monday. And this is how we have to start off the week. Kind of garbage. I don't. By the way, there's somebody who's opting out of the president. Now, frankly, I didn't even know this guy was in. But Larry Lessig, Lessig, according to Newsmax, has